Hey, good morning. So it is Thursday, and I was supposed to meet one of my clients today, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen because she's doing a Medico safari with us from tomorrow. But apparently the Joburg airport is closed due to fog. So they were redirected flying from Doha into Durban. They're going to put them up in a Protea hotel there, and then they're going to fly, I think, at 6 tonight. That's the latest update I have, but don't know how it goes. Travel. Yeah, you need a bit of patience and sense of humor at the best of times, hey? I was looking forward to my flights, looking ahead to my flights for December. It's also Joburg, Heathrow, Chicago, Reykjavik, Heathrow, Joburg. It's all long-haul stuff. And it's like, you just hope it goes smoothly. So, anyway, Mo, hang in there. You'll get there. So I used to have an analogy for people who start doing things, or for anything in life, right, that you start doing. And it's kind of the thing where you go to gym, you start running, or you just go to gym, you train, you come home, you see nothing in the mirror. Tomorrow you do the same thing, go to gym, you come home, you check, you see nothing in the mirror, nothing changed. And then after a while, and suddenly it's like, okay. I was listening to a podcast this morning, which had a very good example of that as well, where compounded over time, the results happen. And it's often, and then suddenly when it starts happening, then it kind of goes a bit quicker than usual, yeah? So the idea was they did this thing, and I don't know if it's scientific or just a theory, but still it works. If you had to take Lake Michigan and you to empty it up, and then you take like a cup, right? And you start filling it up, 1 cup, then 2 cups, then 4, then 8, 16, 32, and you keep on doubling the amount of cups you put in. They reckon that after 10 years of doing that, just keep on going, 1 cup, 2 cup, 4, 8, and so on, it'll only be a little bit damp, like in the bottom. After 40 years, you'll have a couple of puddles here and there. Like Michigan is huge, obviously. After 60 years, you'll have like maybe just a solid water covering throughout the whole thing. 70 years, you will have maybe 3 or 4 feet of water. And after 80 years, then suddenly the thing's full. So you're doing all this work where you don't think it's happening, you start seeing a little bit of results, and suddenly right at the end, bah. That was quite a cool example. I don't know why I told you this, but you're welcome. Other than that, quite a busy day. Andrew and I are going to be recording some content for a photographic workshop we're running in Sabi in 2024. It's pretty cool. And yeah, quite a bit of admin email just to catch up on. Also going to be reaching out to a few people who have asked about the Utah trips, the landscape tours in the US. So if you haven't got an email, you haven't been in touch, let me know. I'll send that out later today. But yeah, this is also, funny enough, yesterday was the first day in 33 days that I didn't train. Because I did the Sober October thing where you train every day, 500 calories, did it a couple of days before, did one day after, and I could just feel, okay, I needed the break. Didn't sleep all that well the night before, so I just thought, and you know what the thing is, I got so used to doing it that I almost felt guilty. It's like, fuck, I should actually be training, I need to do this. But good break yesterday, body's still a bit fragile, not gonna lie, but this afternoon right back at it. And the idea of having that kind of self-imposed challenge is a pretty good one for me. It works for me, so might look at something for the rest of the year, but let's see how it goes. But yeah, so, and that negative self-talk, like why did you miss a day or whatever, so that's gonna work today when I train, and I'm just gonna go harder because you damn wuss, you missed yesterday, whatever the case is. Works for me. Another thing I was thinking about, because quite a few people like shoulders. For a guy, shoulders is a bit, you need shoulders. You need to be strong on your shoulders from a confidence point of view, a look point of view, functional point of view, getting old point of view, everything. You need to be strong in your upper body. It's a big thing. And I've been doing some research over the last year, looking for science-backed research and studies and stuff, which I can not only use for myself, but also implement to my clients. And the one thing that was always how they judge kind of strength going into old age is grip strength, like how strong are you at a grip. And it's not necessarily like how strong is the grip strength, but what it shows is how good your central nervous system is firing, so the stronger grip strength you have. So if you train that, you're kind of helping to fire that up as well, wake it up, so to speak. But the amount of shoulder injuries that they're also in recent times where they're saying that you should hang, just get a bar and hang from it, just let your body hang. helps with grip strength, helps to kind of release the shoulder joint up as you're kind of hanging from there. And then I heard this theory yesterday or this morning as well when I was digging around for more info. And if you think of what we are, we're primates, yeah? So we kind of evolved from, and we're related to chimps, gorillas, baboons, if you like it or not. But if you look at how all of those species operate around their shoulder joints, it's obviously, it's a very granular look at it. But these things would pull themselves up. They've got a lot of strength where they're pulling and hanging and swinging. So we're always doing, if you're doing strength, you're always doing strength training where you're kind of putting pressure on the joint, yeah? But we don't have what most of the primate species have where they're swinging, where you still get that little bit of a traction on the joint. So I found that very interesting. And I know for a fact, for me, training as well, when I've done any kind of upper body work to hang afterwards, only to test grip strength, to put it on, see how long it can hang for, it does feel great on the shoulder. So also kind of doing traction and stuff before you're doing bench press or shoulder work or any upper body work is a good thing. Injury prevention into old age. Remember, there's lifespan is the number you put on the board when you clock out. And there's health span, is how healthy are you up until close to that point. It's a big deal for me. Anyway, pretty busy day, so I'm going to get going. Question for the day. Do you worry about your health span or not? Or are you just worrying about what the number is you put on? Go as deep or as shallow as you want on that. But for me, it's become an ever-increasing bigger focus. Nutrition, supplementation, training, all 10 modalities of health and wellness, mental health, relationship. There's so much. I'm also, if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, you can do so in the caption below. This week, I am sharing some ideas and exercises on emotional avoidance strategies, as well as fun, and breaking that down a bit because holy shit, we need more of it. Okay, I'm going to go. Have a good Thursday. Bye.